Grace, and I am back with another video for you guys. And today I am talking about what exactly is manifestation and how can you even start using it. And this may be a little basic for you guys that are already on my channel, but I think it's always good to have a refresher. And yeah, so I am a manifestation teacher. I have all kinds of ways that I can help you in the description. The purpose of this channel is to create real, deep, inner and outer shifts. Inner shifts to your identity, who you believe you are, and outer shifts in your reality, where you are mastering creation, okay? So yeah, let's get started. So there are a lot of misconceptions. Manifestation is becoming more mainstream, which I think is great, obviously, because after I learned about manifestation, I just felt like every single person should know this, right? And I know everybody is on their own path, but if you are someone who is really interested in the trippier sides of things, or really interested in, hi, Art of Molly. If you're someone who's interested in these things, then I just feel like you should definitely subscribe. And if you're interested in really improving your life, then manifestation is, I feel, the best way to actually go about doing that. So let's talk about what manifestation actually is, right? Because a lot of people get manifestation confused with techniques. They think that a technique is manifesting, right? But what manifestation actually is the creation of your reality, your experience of your reality, by way of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your feelings and your identity, right? So all of these things, your thoughts, your beliefs, your identity, your feelings about yourself and the world, all of these things combine to create the experience, the reality, the world, the people, even yourself, even every single thing in your reality is being expressed from these things, right? So where do the techniques come in with this? Now, when you actually sit down and you create a goal for yourself, right, you are consciously manifesting. But whether you are aware that you are manifesting or not, whether you even know about manifesting or not, you are manifesting. Manifesting is an automatic thing, okay? Manifesting is happening from the time that you, not even just on this earth, even beyond this earth, even, you know, before we even come here, but let's not get too deep, right? So it is just a byproduct of what you're basically thinking, right? What you're believing about yourself. And so when you understand, like, wait a minute, I'm creating my reality, you want to get into the driver's seat of that. You want to say, okay, I want to make this work in my favor. And that's where the techniques come in. What it's helping you do is focus, right? Because before you woke up, before you became aware that you were creating anything, you were just going on autopilot. You were basically, you know, allowing, okay, you know, I woke up, I stubbed my toe, oh, I'm having a bad day today, and your life continues to unfold like that. Or, you know, this thing happened to me when I was a kid, I was bullied, so I'm an unlikable person. You accept that identity, you're living a life, and your life is going to express and experience that you are an unlikable person, right? And then you have this magical moment, which is maybe this video or maybe a post or something that you've seen that brought you to this video, that, wait a minute, I don't have to accept life as it's been. And I think that is literally, you guys, the greatest gift that manifestation has given me and can give anyone, which is that you do not have to accept anything in life if it is not what you want to experience. You have the ability to change anything in life, you guys, anything, anything, anything. If you're gonna text and say, or comment and say, well, what about this? Yes, that, okay? But certain things can take different amounts of belief, right? So people may say something, most people say when they find out about manifesting, well, why isn't everybody a millionaire, right? Because a lot of people have a lot of deeply ingrained beliefs about manifesting money or about money in general, right? Money is something that across the board, across the earth, pretty much every single person, other than like indigenous tribes or something, are using money, right? Are using currency. So the beliefs and identities that we have around money are so deeply ingrained. It's also something that we use every single day. So it can be difficult to change an experience that you're having every single day. And this is why people don't manifest, some people don't manifest millions of dollars the second that they learn about manifesting, right? But that's not to discourage you, because number one, most, I would say, most millionaires, billionaires, successful people attribute it to manifestation, attribute it to changing their thoughts about themselves. Okay, so you can absolutely get there. You can manifest health. You can manifest physical changes. You can manifest love into your life. You can manifest homes, cars. You can manifest healing within yourself. You can manifest mental healing for yourself. You can manifest literally anything, you guys. And I actually just came out with a guidebook. It is my top 10 most powerful manifestation techniques. It's going to be in the description. This is from my experience of manifesting over 10 years and doing tons of trial and error. And I've narrowed it down to the top 10 most powerful things that actually help you bring things into your life. So how do you actually start manifesting, right? Now that you're knowing, okay, my reality, my experience is based off of what I'm thinking, feeling, and my identity, right? How do I actually get started? How do I actually start bringing things into my reality, right? So the first thing that you want to do is decide about something that you want. And we all have things that we want, right? I suggest if you are a beginner to choose something that's not huge, right? Like choose something that's maybe a little bit small or something that you don't care about too much. Or if you're feeling, ballsy, go ahead and pick something that's really important to you, right? And what I'm going to tell you guys right here is actually in my guidebook. Hi, Jacarius. But it's also something that I feel like a lot of people put the power in the technique, right? The power in, if I script or if I affirm this or that. But what I want to challenge you guys to do is the most simple, but also the most powerful way to manifest. I want you to take this thing that you want right now and decide that you have it. And I want you to spend the day thinking about how amazing it is now that you have this thing, how wonderful it is now that you have this thing, how much fun you're having now that you're enjoying this thing in your reality, right? I want you to assume now, when you go into this, if you're a beginner, you're probably like, but how can I just decide that I have something if I'm not seeing it in my reality? And you guys, let me tell you this right now. As a beginner, if I'm catching you as a beginner, please internalize this, because this is something that even advanced manifestors struggle with, right? And that is what is in front of us. This is why our lives continue to look the same year after year, month after month, decade after decade, because we are literally hypnotized to what our experience is currently, right? So let's say if you're manifesting a physical change, or let's say weight loss, right? You're manifesting weight loss, but you're hypnotized by what you're seeing, right? You're seeing your body. And so you're saying, but this is my body, this is my body. And so that's continuing to create that body to be your body. Okay, whatever it is in your reality that you're seeing right now that you want to change, it's not that it's so concrete, it's not that it's so bigger than you or more powerful than you. It is simply your decision that this is what it is, your continuous and every single day decision that this is what it is that continues to make it be in your reality. I'm going to give you guys a quick little story to give you an example of this, right? So I had, and this is what I'm teaching you guys is law of assumption. I also can, it's not the same as law of attraction. To me, it's more powerful. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick little story of what I mean by this, okay? So this is when I was living in an old apartment, right? I had been living there at this point for about like a year and a half, and there was a Dunkin' by my apartment that I went to like every day, right? And the Dunkin' had a huge pothole, right? When you're pulling in, there's always this huge pothole that you're pulling, like you go over when you pull in. And I learned about the law of assumption, and basically the same thing that I'm telling you guys, that, the things that you experience in your life are only there because you assume that they're going to be there, right? So I was on vacation, and as I was on vacation, I was like, I'm going to decide that that pothole isn't there anymore. I'm going to decide, if it's only there because I am continuously making that decision that it's there, I'm going to decide that it's not there. You guys, I got home, the pothole was filled in, okay? And this is something that had been there for over a year and a half. When I got there, it was filled in because I decided it. So you have this much control over your reality. Something I like to tell beginners, which is something that's really easy to do because you have not really any resistance to it, but it's something that is really evident of your power, is to change the weather. All right. So maybe it's like really hot where you are. I want you to decide that it's going to be an overcast, that it's going to be cloudy, right? And I've done this millions of times. Well, not millions, but hundreds of times. All right. Maybe you'd like it to rain. I want you to tell yourself it's going to rain. Expect it to rain. Start seeing it raining outside, right? In your imagination, right? That's like changing the weather is something that's really powerful because it's something that we 100% accept we have no control over, right? But when you see that your mind, your quote unquote little self that you believe that you are, is powerful enough to create something as huge and as seemingly out of our power as the weather, it starts to really, it really creates this mind reality connection, right? Which is super important. And then I'm going to hop off because I don't want this to be too long. But this is something that is going to make manifesting your dreams, manifesting every single thing that you want so much easier, is when you really truly understand, see, and believe in the connection between your mind, your imagination, your say so, all right, your decision, and your reality and what actually happens. So try this, you guys, because unfortunately, it's not enough to hear about it, you guys. It's not enough to read about it. It's not enough to hear about manifestation and say, well, that's really cool, and go on about your life, right? You want to experience this yourself. You want to experience your own power yourself. That is what is going to really create the belief, the lasting belief in you, and allow you to create even bigger and better things, all right? So if this message helped you, subscribe, like the video, comment. It all helps me. I do sessions, you guys. There are links in the description. I have that guidebook, and I am doing my class every Wednesday, you guys. It is hot seat coaching. My phone is dying, as per usual. But I'm doing hot seat coaching every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. That info is also in the description. I would love to have you guys. It was so awesome last week. I can't wait to do it again. And Jacaria says, right on time, I'm having flashbacks from a psychic reading years ago. Oh, Jacarius, I have a video for you. But what I'm going to tell you is to drop the old story and dwell and saturate yourself in the new, because it doesn't matter what happened years ago. It matters what's happening now, okay? I love you guys so much. I intend and know that this helped you. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and I will see you guys in the next video.